How can you do it all? Can you really do it all? I'm a wife, a mom, a stepmom, a teacher, a YouTuber, an entrepreneur, and I get to the gym every single day of the week. How do I do it all? I want to share with you the tips and the strategies and the systems that help me to do it all, or to do everything I want to do and more. Let's do it. Number one is automate. The first thing you want to do is automate things. You want to automate your finances. So you want to have it automatically set up to invest a certain amount of money into your Roth IRA or into certain tax advantage accounts every single month. You want to automate things. Like if I have my YouTube channel, I'm going to schedule a video. I'm going to automate it and make it easier. What can you make automatic in your life? What can you schedule? What can you set up? This is so critical, so you're not taking the time away from the present or your other goals or things that you need to give energy to. Automate it and set it and forget it. It's one last thing you have to do in the moment or just in general if you automate it. Number two is delegate. Delegate tasks to different people, whether it is your spouse, your kids have certain responsibilities, you have certain responsibilities. Maybe you delegate it to different days or times. You have a specific day for cleaning or a specific time for doing whatever it is. Delegate to other people on your team. What is the main thing you need to focus on as a business owner or as a teacher? What is the main thing you need to do? What can someone else on your team do? Delegate. You don't have to do it all. There's people to help you, so use them. Have an awesome partner. I cannot do and I could not do what I'm doing without an amazing spouse. My husband Chase is incredible. He works so hard in his own life and with his goals and with his job and goes above and beyond, but he goes above and beyond for our family. He spends so much time with us. He does an amazing job. He gives and sacrifices and is willing to do anything to support any of us in our goals and our dreams. And so I'm so grateful for what he does. And so that makes a huge difference. And I'm just going to say that. Like, I know I hear a lot of moms or people complain that their partners don't do things or things of that nature, and it's all on them. It's not all on me. And I recognize that. And I know that is such a gift. And so thank you, Chase. You are such a gift and a blessing. So grateful. And if you don't have that partner, then maybe go find friends, go find family, find people who will help you or that could help you. It doesn't have to be your spouse. Like maybe your spouse they spend a lot of time or they're working really hard and they're providing a big income for you, and so that you can you don't have to work, etc. And so then you might have to adjust it for your own circumstance. We're all different, but use other people to help support you and you support other people. Specialize in things. Know what you're good at. It's the same thing if you are trying to provide value or make a lot of money. You want to specialize in something. And so that you know this is what you offer. This is what I offer. I offer how to become a millionaire easily. I offer emotional intelligence skills. I offer specific instructions on how to help your child at this age and this stage of life. I help businesses specifically with this problem. What do you specialize in? And know that and do that in your own life. Do that with your kids. Do that as a parent. Do that as a spouse in your relationship, and know what your specialty is and bring that to the table and have everyone else bring their specialty. This can also help you to know, hey, where do I need to spend the most time and energy with my kids? What do I specialize in there? And what do I really I think matters the most to me there? Or with your business, what do you specialize in? What are the things that only you can do? And so you can outsource or delegate or whatever for other things. So really get to know what do you specialize in, and then use those special things that you have and use them to your advantage as well. Like maybe you're really good at coming up with systems or coming up with structures. And so use that. Maybe you're really fast and efficient at something. Use that. Use those gifts that you have. Another part is identification. Identify what you want, identify the things that need to be done, identify what needs to be done in order to achieve the goals that you have, identify the needs or the wants or the desires of your kids, of your business, of the people you serve, of yourself. It's really getting aware and knowing. So knowing, what does your marriage need to thrive? What do you need to thrive as an individual so you can go out into the world and be the mom you want to be the person you want to be the teacher you want to be the business entrepreneur you want to be the person, the daughter, the wife you want to be. What do you need to get there. So identifying those key things that are going to help you have a better relationship with your kids. What are the things you need to work on to have a certain amount of money to be able to provide for your kids or to be able to create the life that you want? Getting good at identifying those key things and what really matters and what's going to move the bar forward in multiple aspects of your life is a life changer. The next part is learning. It's important to learn. Learn where you need to grow. Learn the knowledge that you need. Maybe you don't know how to be more productive. Maybe you don't know how to feel happy. Maybe you don't know how to make more money. Maybe you don't know how to emotionally regulate or to handle all your kids and handle all the stuff. Learn about it. Be willing to get better. That's how I've improved my life and have gotten out of debt and have gotten to certain situations and got to know myself and been more confident and felt more at peace. It's because I did the work. It's because I was willing and open to learning and to growing. Be open to new knowledge, be open to trying new things, and be willing to try, because that one thing could be the thing that makes a huge difference in your life. Number 7 is to batch. I talk about this. I call it my chocolate chip cookie method, because you wouldn't just make one cookie typically unless you're trying to eat less cookies, and that's just you make a little something and that's what you do. You batch and you make 24 cookies or 48 cookies at a time because it's more efficient. It's a better way to use your time. And so if you want to be more productive, you got to use your time well, because we only have 24 hours in a day. So how can you batch tasks or things that will help you to get things done more efficiently, effectively, and faster? And so I'm batching these YouTube videos. I'm batching them. I'm making about 6 at a time. So I spend one day, one morning, one afternoon every month or so, or a month and a half, and I spend that little chunk of time. I get everything I need to get done for these main videos, and then I'm able to have time during the week where I edit, or I'm able to work on learning a new tactic or learn information to teach, or I'm able to spend more time with my kids and at their activities. I'm able to work on my health. I'm able to be a great teacher and show up for them and be present. I'm able to have time with my spouse. Like, you have to batch things. If I were just to do one at a time, and so like every weekend I would have to dedicate an hour or so to one video, that's a different feeling. Like every week I have to spend that little bit of time, instead of like, let's just spend one day or one half a day out of a month and a half and just knock it all out. And then I have energy to do other things. And the cool thing about that too is that you're in that mind frame. Like when I'm writing scripts or coming up with the ideas, that's a different mind frame than when I'm creating and making things, right? And then I don't have to stress like, oh, I need a new video, or oh, like I really want to provide content to people and I really want to help people, but what do I do? And I don't have time, and we have soccer this day and we have this dirt bike racing all weekend. Like, what do I do? And so really batch things and get strategic. It's about being strategic with your life and your goals and your tasks. If you want it all, you have to learn how to engineer it. I was a software engineer. I know tons of engineers. I went to Virginia Tech for my Bachelor of Science degree, and so many people were engineers, mechanical, electrical, aerospace, whatever. But you have to engineer. All it means is to design your life. I'm huge on life design. How do you want to feel? Do you want to have 5 kids? Okay. No, you want to have 5 kids, and then you're going to have to figure out your life from there. Is your husband the only one who works? Are you both going to have to work? Like, do you want to do a special side hustle or project? Do you know that you really value your mission or your work and what you want to bring in this world, and you want to have less kids? Like, what do you actually want? And then you can design and engineer your life that way. Hey, I want to feel this way. Oh, what would I need to do to feel this way? Hey, I need to work out more. How can I work out? I have all these kids. I have this responsibilities. I have work. I have like extracurriculars, whatever. So you have to engineer it. And if you can, be conscious and think about it before you make those decisions, right? Like before you have kids, before you do things, so that you're not just stuck. But once you have the situation, what can you do about it? Engineer your life in a way that feels good. I think a lot of people are stressed and anxious and depressed and sad, and some things, like, it's just part of it and it's temporary. But for a lot of people, it's because of the situation we've created. We've created it, whether we want to admit it or not, because that isn't what's best for us, or like it's just too much, or we need to move things around. And so if you feel that way, like, I'm sorry, and that's hard, but know that you can engineer your life in a different way. We just need to figure out what are those things that would help you to feel better, and where can we delegate? Where can we outsource? Where can we cut back? All of those things. Play your life on offense. Schedule your day the night before. I'm really big into the evening routine and making sure you're ready to go before the day starts. And so I'm really specific about making sure I have a plan. A lot of people go above and beyond and they take their showers, they lay out their clothes, they have their lunches set, they have the kitchen and everything clean and prepared, or they have their workout clothes, whatever. But make sure, or gas filled up so you don't have to run there, like you're prepared. But I love making the list and having the schedule and knowing what am I going to do each moment of the day? What are my priorities? What are my focuses? What do I need to do? It's really helpful also to have a routine. So normally there's things that are a definite, like I definitely do this. I definitely spend time with my son doing this. I definitely do this. I have my workout, whatever. But what is that routine and what is the specific thing we need to get done? Create your life. Don't let it create you. This goes along with being on offense. And like I was saying before, with wanting to have kids or wanting to have a business or wanting to do a certain job or make a certain amount of money, etc. Like you have to design it. You have to be the one to create it and be intentional and be careful. Be careful what you say yes to. Be careful what you choose to do or choose not to do. And so it's all about your choices, your habits. You are designing your life by what you do each day or what you choose to put into your life. So make sure it's something that you want. And maybe you didn't know it would feel this way. Maybe you didn't know it would be this hard. And so what can you do now that you're in that situation? But it's all up to you, and it's all something you can do, which to me isn't like stressful. It's empowering to say, hey, I am the one who's in control and I can make any choice and change that I want. And lastly, what's going to move the needle most? What are the things you love to do? What are the things you really want to prioritize? What would make your life feel like, this is my beautiful life. I'm so lucky. Prioritize those things, identify those things, and figure out how to make it happen. All right, those were some tips and strategies on how I do it all as a wife, a mom, a stepmom, a teacher, an entrepreneur, YouTuber, fitness enthusiast, all of the above. I hope these things were helpful. Feel free to check out more videos on money, mindset, your habits, and success in creating a life that you love. You got this.